And you know what else I was thinking? When we go live, should we leave the music on a little bit and then you turn it off, or should we have it off before we go live?
We'll leave it on and I turn it off.
Okay, because that's what happens at church.
We're live.
Yay! I just know that's what happens at church. Yay!
I'm not starting yet until 6:30.
Okay, we're good. I got a full hour. We're gonna get it in, but I'm excited.
Oh, I need a pen.
There, you know those flowers are pens. If you want to grab the flower. Tell me when we're live.
1 minute.
Oh, you two need to come up here when we go live.
Oh, we do?
Yeah, we're gonna do bomb. Wait, what are we saying about June? I know you guys can hear me.
Boom, boom.
Boom, boom, June. Boom, boom, June. Boom, boom, June. Okay, hold on.
Look at her.
Hold on.
She got her pom pom.
Woo! Boom, boom, June. Tell me when we're live, Josie. Hello. Sign yourself in.
I used to be a cheerleader, the head cheerleader.
That's right. Boom, boom, June. You guys can hear us? We're ready. We're ready. You my cheerleaders. We were all cheerleaders.
Where's the camera? Right here? Okay.
Right here. This is like where it's going to be, so if we want to go here.
Were you a cheerleader?
We were all cheerleaders.
Head cheerleader.
Yeah, that's our head cheerleader. That's so funny. That's so cute. On the East Coast, we call them captains.
Yeah, captain. I was captain.
You guys call them head cheerleaders.
I was captain.
Oh, we call them captain.
Oh, do you?
I was
Okay.
captain. And then I became a captain in the Air Force.
Mine?
Ready.
We're ready? Woo woo! Well, welcome everybody. It's June. What is it, Demetrius?
Boom, boom, June.
Yay! Look at it. It's boom, boom, June. If you don't know what that means, I'm going to tell you what that means. What's that mean?
We're crazy.
We're crazy. It's the craziest month of the year, but it's fun, right?
Yes.
Big goals, big things. It's going to be amazing, amazing. We're going to have so many prizes, so many things that are going to happen that you are not going to believe what you can accomplish in the month of June. So I just had to get my cheerleaders here. They were both captains.
Yes.
Yeah.
So that means we're going to make everybody captain of our team. Yeah. So welcome, everyone. Welcome to June. Oh, we're so excited. I know Demetrius and I, we have had a week. We had our directors meeting with Sabrina going Monday. We're so blessed that she comes to mentor us and train us and just pour into us. And then Tuesday night, wow night, was so wow. So wow. I am so proud of the divas. They were this close to winning the Spirit Trophy. They had over 18 different unit members, friends and family and unit members there. 18. That's awesome. Woo-hoo! Also, wait, come back up one more time. Demetrius, get on up here. Just Demetrius, get on up here. She also had another red jacket offspring.
Oh, yeah!
Yay, Miss Kim. And tell us just a little bit about Kim.
So Kim is Anita's cousin. Anita is a red jacket. Anita's also going into DIQ in July. And so her cousin came in, and she's been with us for 5 weeks.
5 weeks, guys. 5 weeks, and she's in red.
She's already red. She's been having all kind of parties. So one of the parties was a co-ed party. So who knew Mary Kay had some sensual products? She got over $550. So
Wow! Yay! And I think that's a great segue, and if someone can help us out with this. So it's a great segue into what is the month of June about? I know it's about Mary Kay, but we do honor our husbands and our fathers and the men in our life. we have a really important man in the room today that we love. He's not paying attention to me, but we love him. Oh, look at that smile. But we do love our men. We always talk about Mary Kay, that when you have the support of your partner, it makes it easier. So we need to splash them with lots and lots of gifts. So for all the consultants, all the women consultants, you are going to make a basket for your husband. Okay. For your husband. You at least have to do that. You know, you got to make at least one for him. Right. And it's simple, and I'm not sure if you guys can help me out with the camera, but it's so simple. I think I got it. This is just a pail that I got from Hobby Lobby. You can throw the whole skincare line in there. I just ran to Dollar Store. You guys know the Dollar Store is my place to be. Right. Dollar Store. So teddy bear, Dollar Store, some tools, and a little picture to go with it. So easy. But every consultant, I want to see your pictures of what you're going to give your husband or your son who's married, anyone for Father's Day. Now, this is so simple. This is just a mug, and we just put, if they're like, now I'm not going to use any skincare. Because we do it men like that, but they all have to shave, right? Right. And so they all need an aftershave. So shaving cream, aftershave, you will love it. I got to tell you guys, my son, this is what he uses up in college. So, he's helping me out. So easy, but you have to let them know you're in Mary Kay. Then, cute old teddy bear. Ooh. Best cologne ever. Don't you want your husbands to smell good? Yeah. Well then, yeah, I heard that, Josie. So that means you got to get him some cologne. And then, last but not least, because I got to get into the training, my other favorite, this is at the Dollar Store. So this toolbox, honestly, guys, I know I posted a picture of the pail, the man can, which is nice. If you have customers, the thing about the man can is I think it's $5. Is it? You might, I just want you to watch the price point. It's not like Mother's Day. For Father's Day, I don't know if you have customers like my consultant, Brenda. She has customers that will spend money on some men's gifts. But if you're just starting out, go grab this at the Dollar Store. You don't have to be fancy with the men. Sorry. They're just fine. If you get this toolbox, which is $1, you get a mug to throw in there. You get a football. Everything I have in here was from the Dollar Store except for the domain. They're going to smell so good. And then last but not least, I do want to let you all know that I did find this at my Dollar Store. And these are fabulous. Football season rules. I love this. Official rules. Save it for halftime. Get your head in the game. Don't touch the remote. Always root for Dad's team. Isn't that cute? Yeah. So what I'm trying to say is go to every Dollar Store you know and buy these up, not just for Father's Day, but this is what I also use for Christmas and for Valentine's Day, if I'm giving some gifts to men. Because I'm sorry, they don't care about the dads after Father's Day. Like, they never have this cute stuff. So go for it. Go out and buy all of it that you can. Okay, I'm doing good. Okay, so I'm excited about Father's Day. Okay, June. June's the month. I know that myself and Demetrius will be getting back to you on our contest. We are going to be giving away a lot of prizes. A lot of prizes. We both have big challenge. We're going to be giving away money. We're going to be giving away prizes. Everyone that places a $300 order is getting something. Everyone. This is the month that everyone places an order. Everyone. I don't care. You'll be getting a call from our assistants or from us. But we have cash. Who likes cash? Cash. So we will send you guys the details of the cash later, but just know that it's going to be a fabulous July. I know those divas are shutting down Grand Achiever. First card, woo-woo! And I will tell you that Antoinette's Achievers, we've already shut down the Grand Achievers early. We're going for Premier Club. We need to get back to where we were. So we're going to hit Premier Club hard this month. And then, I ain't giving Demetrius any rope. She is going to be hitting Cadillac. We both going to be hitting Cadillac by leadership. That's the way it's going to be. She may not know it, but she is. We need pink Cadillacs up here. Someone let her go ahead and hit her first level. You know what I do with her. You know how that goes. All right, so congratulations. This is week 6. We are in week 6 of boot camp. I cannot believe it. It has been so fabulous. Thank you for your feedback. We've had so much with feedback. I did post today all the information from last week. A lot of information from last week. When you get to the end of boot camp, oh, sorry, y'all. And don't let it be. It's Mary Lou. Guys, it's Mary Lou. It's Mary Lou. I am in the middle of a class. Okay, love you. Have fun. You're on camera. Mary Lou, my mama. Bye. 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 You see? See, you guys, we don't pretend. And Mary Kay, we really love each other. Now, she knows I'm here. She says, I got to tell you a funny story. Mary Lou. We just love her. Love her, love her, love her. She is on a very needed vacation. Vacation. So we're happy. Okay, so week 6. This is the end of boot camp. That we have lots of information. You can go back and view everything on YouTube. Antoinette Stanton, is it just Antoinette Stanton on YouTube?
Antoinette W. Stanton.
Oh, Antoinette W. Stanton. That may be why people can't find me. So it's Antoinette W. Stanton, my YouTube channel. Go back and watch everything. It's kind of like, if you watch it Netflix and you want to watch it all at one time, you can go back and you can just binge watch me. Right. All weekend. It'll be fun. But today we're going to wrap up this session. We will, next week, we'll be going over our June, everything that's going on in June. We're going to have a Malibu party. You don't know this yet. We're having a Malibu party next week. Take a little break. But July, we are hitting it with products. I mean, we are going hard on products. You are going to learn about all the products. You're going to learn about color. You are going to hear about foundations. So that'll be our second 6-week segment of everything that you need to know to be the best that you can be at your business. Okay, so again, I will, if you're not here, if you're here, run over and grab those papers if you want. If you're here, I have tons of papers for you, but I will be posting everything for you. Again, I'm going to try to do this tomorrow. Tomorrow, ladies. Tomorrow. Okay, so week 6. I want to talk about managing your business and having a winning team. Managing your business and having a winning team. So again, I'm going to touch on subjects, and then I will go back and do a full hour on each subject that's important. So I want to talk about number 1. I want all of you to think like a retailer. Think like a retailer. You know that you own your own business, right? You own your own business. So I just want to go over a couple of things that by owning your own business that are important. So number 1, stock inventory. Stock inventory. I know we've talked about this a lot. In the beginning, you may have to build up to your inventory level. But here's how it goes. Let's say, you know what, Antoinette, I started my business at 600. So if you start at 600, that's your store. Your store is 600. That means you're turning your product. You're turning your products. So what you want to do is every time you sell your products, we make what? Someone help me out. How much do we make?
50%.
50%, not 100. So what does that mean? If you have a party and it's a $300 party, you don't get to go, woo, woo, I'm spending $300. No, 50% of that $150, you have to fill your store back up. Even if you're starting at 600, you need to fill your store back up to 600. What you're filling your store up with are items that you know you've sold. Even if you started at 225, which is typically a personal user, you want to keep that store and build up and maybe add a little bit. Today, I actually have my new assistant calling my preferred customers, which I want to talk about that. Did you send out your preferred customer books? They landed last week. And so the company, for 70 cents, mailed this out to my customers. My assistant, she texted my customers today, and we received orders today. And it's so cute because she's packing them up and putting them in cute boxes. And one of my customers is like, can I come to your house tomorrow? Sure. But if you don't have the products, can they come to your house tomorrow? No. So work your way up. When you're stocking inventory, you stock skincare first. Because that, you can have somebody go home with that rather than color that you don't know what color they want. You work your way up to the color. But skincare first is where you want to begin with that. Okay, so now, know your products. I think Demetrius talked about this when she had her fabulous class on foundations. And if somebody wants to turn the air down, you can. I don't know what I did. But anyway, know your products. And in the beginning, I don't expect you to know everything. Although today with YouTube, there's so many videos you can watch. But the first thing you want to do is order the products for yourself. Try them on yourself. And then every single week, just pick a product and say, hey, I'm going to research this product today. Or this week, this is the product that I'm going to research. You are going to learn the product by doing your Power Start. 30 faces in 30 days, your customers are going to ask you so many questions, and you're not going to know how to answer it. And this is how you get to know your products, by facialing. You get to know your products by coming to a skincare class, either at your meeting or butting up with someone else, but that's how you get to know your products. Be accessible. Be accessible to your customers. Make sure, like me, I do have a cooler outside of my home. If they want to stop by and pick up their products, they can do it. My husband's in trouble. He took my cooler fishing. I know it's Father's Day. I know it's Father's Day month. But you should have a nice, clean cooler outside of your house that they can pick up. And I know some of you are working full-time, so you may say, hey, I can have this delivered directly to you, or I can meet you after work or on the weekends, but just make sure you're accessible. Stay top of mind. It's all about marketing today. It's all about marketing. It's all about impressions, impressions, impressions. So you're mailing out your catalog. You're posting things on Facebook. You're posting on Instagram. Everything. It is not like back in the day. People want to hear from you a minimum of 3 times a week. Mary Kay did a huge survey 10 years ago and asked our customers, how often do they want to hear from us? 3 times a week, and that was 10 years ago. It's probably more now. So, Antoinette, again, I have a full-time job and a full-time life, and I have kids and everything. You can sit on Sunday night, and you can send out e-cards, all 3 of them. You can schedule your e-cards, watching TV, and have them go out throughout the week. If you put your customers into My Customer, we talked about this, the company will send them a beauty newsletter for you. The company will send them information for you. Depending on what phone you have, you can send text messages out and schedule them. So there's ways for you to schedule it. Just know that Victoria's Secret, Ulta, JCPenney's, Macy's, they are hitting your customers 3 times a day. A day. So you have to let them know that you're in the business, that you're working the business. And then, as I said, send out your catalogs. We are about to, I can't even believe I'm saying this, we're about to hit the most important time for us, which is the fall season, which goes into the holiday season. The preferred customer for fall, you will send to every one of your customers. If this is Mary Lou again, I don't know why I didn't turn this off, I'm sorry. But you will send your look to every single customer, everyone that you know for the next season. So get those customers in the My Customer. It's the largest mailer that we do, is the fall mailer coming out, along with the holiday mailer. And we'll remind you, don't worry. Okay, so that is thinking like a retailer. What sales do you have going on? What are you doing for the summer? Maybe look at the advertisements that are online and copy some of the things that they're doing. Buy two, get one free. Flip-flop sale. I cannot believe it. Like a lot of the restaurants, if you wear flip-flops, you get a discount. How crazy is that? So guess what? Larissa and I, we were brainstorming, and we're going to have sundresses and flip-flop party. We're just copying other people and what's going on. But flip-flops are really a fashion statement these days. So lots of fun, lots of fun. Okay, so now I want to move into my favorite part. My favorite part of the business, and today I'm not going to be able to really dig in and dive in and talk about it, but it's managing your money. I love money. I love this part. I just love it. It's my favorite training to do. It does take, for me to properly go over this training, it would take me a full hour. I am just going to touch on some things, and I'm going to post a video to kind of summarize everything because we don't have a lot of time today. But I'm going to start with, at your parties, at your facials, when you have customers order, you must fill out a sales ticket, or you must fill out a sales ticket online. So whatever works for you. If you want to go online, My Customer, and do an invoice, that's fine. Or if you want to use a sales slip, it's fine. But this is very important. If you were to get audited, you may have to show your sales tickets of what happened. It's just like everyone has to show their sales tickets at a store. So I know sometimes you're like, oh, I just sold them this little thing. Make a little note on your phone and then later fill out a sales ticket or fill it out online. Today it's easy online because the company under My Customer, you can kind of plug everything in. I'm going to be honest with you, it makes me nervous to do it online at a party because it's not fast enough for me to find everything. It's faster for me to write everything down and do that later. But whatever works for you. So now, this sales ticket, and this is an old sales ticket. The new ones,
Yeah, they're bigger.
Yay, so you can see. Okay, so here's the new sales ticket that you have. So, what's important about this sales ticket? Everything that you do at your event should be on this sales ticket. Meaning, you gave away a hostess gift, you should be writing it on this ticket. If you discounted your products, you should be writing it on this ticket. If you're doing 35 for 75, it's here. Any door prizes that you give to the hostess, however it is, it should be on your sales ticket. This is so important for keeping your records. Now, I will tell you that it's on my sales ticket, and I may not touch it for a week or two to record it, but at least I have something to go off of. When you have your parties, most of you, when you have your parties, you bring your sales tickets. When you go to your meetings, make sure, we always have sales tickets, that you have this, or you can write it on the back of your profile and transfer it later. The beauty of this is that you are giving your customer a receipt. You're a legitimate business giving your customer a receipt, or if you do it online, you're emailing them or texting them a receipt. So they have a copy of it, which is great. Okay, so now, the next part. Oh my, oh my. something that most of you know nothing about. Mwah, mwah. I love this. This is called a business tracking register. And it's so yummy to me because you guys know I always love to know my profit, love to know what my business is truly doing. So again, let's just say when I started my business and I worked a full-time job, there might be another group of papers you guys missed, but when I started my business, I was working a full-time job. So I would take all my sales tickets, and they kind of went in a pile. And then once every 2 weeks, I would sit down. Again, maybe it was on a Sunday when I was watching TV. We didn't have Netflix back then, 17 years ago. But I would then write in my business tracking register. So here's where I am going to send you a detailed video of how to fill this out. But I just want to highlight a couple of things. The first thing, you're going to write in there, let's just say Demetrius. So I did a facial with Demetrius. I'm going to put the date, and I'm going to put facial with Demetrius. Then what I'm going to put on here is the sales without the tax. Sales without the tax. Then I'm going to put the tax separate, because that's a separate transaction. All you're doing is you prepay Mary Kay, and you're paying yourself back. So that's what the sales tax is. Then, let's just say we had a $300 party, just to make math easy. I write in $150. That 50% is $150. Then we take that 10% out, which is what, $15? Maybe 15, let's just say. And then the balance is what's your profit. So you're probably saying, well, what's that 10% for, Antoinette? It is what we call sales tools. To me, it's your operational money. It's the money that you're reserving for training. It's the money you're reserving to buy additional sales tickets, to buy all of your things for your baskets. So it's kind of your operational little bit of change that you have. And I know, in the beginning, it's a little bit small. But as you grow your customer base, you will not have to dip into your personal money. If you properly track your money, it's all going to come out of your business expense. Now, again, this is all on a video. But let's just say I was at a party and I said, okay, you get the roll-up bag for free if you purchase the Ultimate Miracle Set. So that means I'm giving away a roll-up bag that's $35 retail for free. Here's how you're going to track it. Some of you may have done this before, where you would say, okay, I'm going to subtract it out of my sales at cost. But that's really not what you should do, because you lost that money at retail. That would have been $35 retail that you could have been able to make. So here's what I want you to do. I want you to subtract it out of your business profit. And here's the biggest mistake, and trust me, I will be repeating this class with a whole hour because it's that important. But here's where some people don't understand where their money's going in Mary Kay. And that's why Larice, this is not her class that she likes to train because it's a serious thing. But I want to show you how to make money. I want to show you where you're giving away money. Some of you are giving away too much free. We don't need to give away all this stuff. But when you see the numbers on paper, you'll figure it out. You're going to start looking at, whoa, I'm only going to give this away if I make this amount of money. How does this dig into my profit? So on the last column, that's where you subtract anything that you give for free. $10, the $35, $75. Any gifts that you give away for free, it comes out of your profit that you have. And so I love this form. By the end of every month, you should have this filled out. You need to know, are you making money or not? You owe it to your family to know if you're making money or not. Now, I will tell you, this is the old-fashioned way. There are several apps and there's several companies that you can type the invoice in and it's going to automatically do this for you. On the video that I share with you, it will give you information. In the beginning of my career, I will tell you, be honest, my assistant did it. My assistant did it for me for a while. Then I hired pinkoffice.com. There were different people that did it for me. But I had to look at this. Like, I had to know what was going on with my money and where. So again, this is something that I promise you I will have a money management class on. For now, I'm going to post the video, but I want you to know how much money are you making in this business. For a lot of you, you're going to be surprised that, wow, I just made that much money? That's incredible. What's happening is you're making the money, you don't have it somewhere, so at the end of the month, you're like, oh my gosh, I made an extra $800 this month. But if you don't write it down anywhere, you've already spent it and you don't really know what you've made. So important. I will post the video. I'll post that for you. This is the information that feeds into this form. It can all be automatic. Your invoice can automatically go here with different systems and different things that you have. So love it, love it. Then we're going to move on to Demetrius's favorite form. Her favorite form is the weekly accomplishment sheet. Yay! Favorite. Okay, so it does look scary. It does look scary. I want to tell you guys, there's a lot of lines on here. And it looks like there's like so much information that has to be filled out. But it is the same information pretty much that you're filling out on here. I think, no. Okay, so it's the same thing. You're putting in, you had a facial. You're just checking off facial. You're just writing in the retail, the tax, and then you don't have to fill out everything on here. And then at the bottom of the form, you can skip all these other lines. At the bottom of the form, you can put anyone that's interested in starting a Mary Kay business. Now, what's the beauty of this? The beauty of this is that you push a button and it goes to your director. It goes directly to your director who can help you follow up, but also this does add everything up. So if you fill this out once a week, once every 2 weeks, when it comes to IRS time, you don't have to do anything. All of your sales are all in the computer. You print one piece of paper and you can give that to your accountant. But it's going to add up all of your sales. It's going to tell you everything, how much did you spend on sales taxes? How much did you spend on this or that? So it does look scary, but you can literally fill out 4 things on the form and don't fill everything else out and send it to your director. I will tell you there are a lot of units that you don't get recognition for sales unless you send that in. And the other part of it is if you have people all over the country, it's the only way that you can kind of see your whole unit and what's going on there. So
did you see what is in the in-touch? Did you see what is on the paper?
So good. So you're saying that the consultant?
Yeah, like if I sold something that it won't count for my unit unless I give that to my director?
So when you fill this out, you will put, I had a party, and it was a $500 party, then that is what your director's going to see. But no, everyone else doesn't see your numbers, only your director.
She's wondering if it
But
counts.
does it count for my unit anyway?
Does it count as...
Like sales for the prices and the kind of stuff, everything I...
Oh yes, so that would count towards whatever your unit goals and everything. This is just where you're actually typing it in to record it, to record what's going on. But again, The company is working on combining these two forms. But I have to be honest with you, the reason it's not combined is because the company has to be careful legally about some information. So they're working on it, combining it. That's why you can go with other companies that have the weekly accomplishment sheet and the business tracking sheet all under one roof, and it shoots it all out at one time. So that's the whole thing. It is keeping records. Again, if you're the type of person that does not like to keep records, you can hire any high school student to do it. You could throw all your sales slips in a box. You can give it to them to take home, teach them what to do, and you probably can pay them lipstick and lip gloss, eyeshadow, and mascara. I'm serious. Because they are so smart today that inputting this little bit of information is nothing for them. And adding your customers into my customer, all of that. Be smart about it. Be smart about it. We were with Sabrina, Good Monday National Sabrina. She talked about even in her local community newspaper, there are women who are home who would love a little bit of extra money, who could do this for you also. You know, they're stay-at-home moms who are looking for something to do. So we'll go over it again, but it is important. It is important. Okay, number 3, taxes, taxes, taxes. This is something we can be happy about. Yay! Happy. I love taxes. Again, we will do a whole class on taxes, but what I will upload for you on our Facebook page is just a form that you need to fill out when you're meeting with your tax accountant. Do not trust anyone who says, oh, I know home-based businesses, so I know Mary Kay. Most of the time, they don't know Mary Kay. We have different things we can write off than most direct sales companies. We are different. We are different. Now, if you fill this out and you hand this to your accountant, this may help. But if your accountant says, what's career conference? I don't know. You might want to go with someone who has dealt with Mary Kay before. But I am also going to post for you the labels. Labels. So there are all these fancy things on your phone that you can use to take a picture of your receipts, and it'll pull it together and track it for you, or things you can feed in and it tracks it for you. I got to tell you guys, for me, the old-fashioned way, you know those accordion things that you open up that has all those little files? I cut these little pieces of paper off and I stick them in each one, and when I'm done at Walmart, I throw it in there. When I buy all my gifts for Father's Day, I write on the top, Hobby Lobby gifts, and I put it in my gift file. All of my electric bills are in one place. Just keep good records. Keep good records. Be consistent in how you're keeping your records. When it gets to tax time, life is going to be easy. It's really up to you how much money you get back. It really is, by keeping good records. And it doesn't have to be a big task. You know, honestly, ours is by our bed in our bedroom. Because when we come home, we know, my husband knows, you put those receipts in there. Because paper towels, toilet paper, everything is a tax write-off for you. Again, when it gets closer to tax time, especially in September, when we do our holiday workshop, we will have a CPA that will come in, answer all of your questions. We will do tons of conference calls. You will be ready. When I post these labels, what you need to do today, just cut these labels out, do that, or invest in an app that works for you to do your mileage and all of that. Okay, so now I want to get into my favorite part. This is my favorite part. We are going to end with building a winning team. We've talked about customer service. We've talked about booking, booking, booking. We've talked about coaching, coaching, coaching. We've talked about selling. We've talked about what's key for you to have the best skincare class. How are we going to manage our money? Now, how are you going to grow? How are you going to duplicate yourself? You don't ever have to build a team. I want everyone to know that. You don't ever, ever, ever have to. It's really your choice. But I want to explain to you what happens when you build a team. If you only do your parties and make your 50% and have your customers, it's awesome. But what happens when you can't? What happens when you can't do parties or you can't do certain things? If you train others to do what you're doing, then you will always have someone that's working, even sometimes when you can't work. The other part about this that I talk about all the time, and Demetrius was awesome. We had a DIQ meeting at her home. Y'all want to go in DIQ? Even if you're on my team, you want to be at Demetrius' house. Good food, fun laughs. But the truth is, she just talked about what if someone else needs you. It's not all about you. And I'm going to tell you, for some of you, and these may be harsh words, you're being selfish. You're being selfish by not sharing this business because you never know whose life you may bless. I have the blessing of having Taya, who is going to be one of my new team members. Not only did she bake me cookies, but she is so happy and so joyful, and her husband's so happy and so joyful. I told my husband last night, if nothing else happens this week, a lot more has to happen. I'm just filled with joy from just hearing from her husband, and she was so starstruck when she met Sabrina. She forgot to ask her for a picture. She was just like, That's what this is about, guys. That's so much fun. Like, it's so much fun seeing someone like that. So it's all about sharing the business. So I am going to post for all of you, yay, a power sharing plan. And this is brand new. So if you've been on my team for a while, I am so excited to finally have, we have a power plan for booking, a power plan for coaching. Now this is a power plan for sharing. And it pulls it all together for us. It talks about, who are we looking for? Who are the type of people that you want on your team? Enthusiastic customers, loyal hostess, women looking for extra money, women dissatisfied with their jobs, friendly, well-groomed women, people with positive attitude, people who ask you questions about what you do. Like, what do you do? How do you make that money? I mean, almost everyone. Do not be prejudiced. But what's not on this list is someone who knows how to sell. Sometimes I hear some of you say that, I'm going to get somebody that knows how to sell. No, we train you on that. If you're excited, you'll figure it out, right? Everyone's different. Everyone's different. There's lots of different ways for you to build your team. You can share materials. You can invite her to a function. Now, I will tell you, dun, 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 Mary Kay has a beautiful brochure, which you can't even print this, a color copy, for as inexpensive as this is for you to buy from Mary Kay Section 2. Last week, when I did the 13 steps, I included a list of everything you need to have at your party. I also included this brochure and the number to order this in Section 2. You should have this brochure on hand at every party to give your guests. Just kind of put it in their bag. You should have this brochure when you invite guests to your meetings to kind of show them. It's beautiful, it's professional, it goes over everything that you need. So have these on hand. Invite her to a meeting. Invite her to a function. I talk about this all the time. I was so busy when I started. So I had to earn what I learned. When I came to training, I tried to have guests every time. Double up, double up, double up. Invite her to a meeting. You want to share with her, how do you make your money? And I'm going to post this. It goes through, and again, this is new. This is another new one. It talks about how do we market our products. It talks about product reorders. I want some of you to think about what happens when you have a customer and that customer is on skincare. That customer typically will order from you $600 a year. $600 a year. Think about it. The Miracle Set alone is $400. Then they're going to purchase a little color from you, maybe a Mother's Day gift, maybe a Father's Day gift. That is not a big number. $600 a year. Times that by 100 customers. 100 customers. That's $60,000 if you got your customers on skincare. How many of you would like a $30,000 raise? But let's half that. Let's just say they order 300 from you. How many of you would like $15,000? Seriously? Let's just talk about $5,000. Is your boss giving you a $5,000 raise this year? No. So sometimes when I look at people, I'm thinking, oh my gosh, just in this, start a business. Dovetail is when you have so many parties that you kind of may help somebody else with their party or do their parties with them. Of course, we're talking about team building. Career car, you're going to save money. And then there's leadership, leadership, leadership. So I will be posting this on the back. We talk about this all the time. And we talked about this at the beginning of boot camp. Your weekly plan sheet. You cannot live without it. Weekly plan sheet. I thought I was really good at this, but my daughter is my power partner for the summer. And she just got off of completing her master's, her classes. She is writing her thesis. But you know, when you're in college, you are, right? So I had some holes in my weekly plan sheet that she helped me with. And I've been so much more productive. So for all of us, weekly plan, and then again, just tracking. So love that. So now, you're all ready. You have the materials that you need. The bottom line is, share the information with the husbands. Again, I'm going to toot Demetrius's horn. She had the husbands at the DIQ party, which was fabulous. It's great. Whenever you can, if you have a potential new consultant and the husband will meet with you, I would meet with him. We're all different. We're all different. My husband, he doesn't care. He's like, I don't want to meet with anyone. You do what you want to do. Some husbands are like, I want to know. There is no right or wrong, but ask. So would your husband like to hear? Wednesday night, I do a marketing call. A lot of times, the husbands will listen in. They like sneak and listen in to hear what it's all about. But share it with the husband. And then absolutely your sales director. In the beginning, your sales director is going to help you with team building. On here, questions to ask to generate interest. Today, it's really all about let them ask you the questions and then answer what they want to know. If they're not asking questions on here, we have a couple of questions to kind of help out. But most of the time, they're going to ask you the questions they need to hear. And then back here on the back of this is just a place to track it. Track it. So it's all about the numbers. It's all about the numbers. Okay, you ready? Write this down. I've challenged this for 17 years. Let's say you said, Antoinette, I have 0 team members and I want to be in my red jacket by the end of June. Number 1, you're going to get a $100 bonus. Yay! Number 2, you're going to get your red jacket at 50% off. You're going to be top 7% of our company. You're going to be able to go to seminar and be in mid-management of Mary Kay. But here's the deal. You got to know the numbers to get there. It typically takes 5 interviews for you to get one person to sign up. 5 interviews to get one person to sign up. And I would say that's 5 interviews with your director if you're brand new. If you're not brand new, you can probably pretty much do it on your own. 5 interviews. So if you want to be in your red jacket, then you need to be doing 15 interviews this month. 15 interviews this month. And all of you can do it. You all know 15 people. You do. In this brochure, it kind of gives you some tips of what to do. I am also going to include for all of you doing your own interviews, and this was something that one of the consultants asked me at training on Monday. So how do I close them? When do I stop talking to them? How do I do this? I'm going to include a script for you. I looked really hard for this because I know so many of you are like, I need a script, Antoinette. So I am going to post this on Facebook. I'm also going to post for you, we don't have time to talk about it today, the DISC personalities. I'm going to go over. I want you to just read it. It gives you how to close the interview by their personality. So that's what I was going to tell you. I have a lot of information I'm sharing with you guys today. But again, you might want to print everything and sit down with your director and go over it with her. I do want to go over in the next 5 minutes that I have. I want to go over tips to being a successful recruiter. Important. Always lead by example. If she sees you consistently conducting your Mary Kay business, then she's going to want to do it too. But if she sees you on and off and on and off, I don't know, unless you tell her, hey, I'm part-time. But if you're looking to build a team, or so many of you are, I'm going to be a director, you know what? Then you always have to lead by example. Attend all your unit meetings. This is a tough one, I know, for some of you. But I got to tell you, I did not miss a unit meeting unless I was sick or something happened to my family. I had to attend my unit meeting. I mean, it's that important. If you want to build a team, your team has to see what is going to make them be successful. You don't start any job without training, right? You don't start any job without training. You got to give us 13 weeks. It takes 13 weeks for us to get through all of our training. It really does. 13 weeks to get through the training. Attend all of your meetings. Block it out. Make it important to attend. If you travel for your job, there are directors that will accept you in any state if you can leave. You know, sometimes you can't, depending on your job. But it's just important to block out that hour and a half to 2 hours. Call or text her daily for the first 3 weeks. So, if you have a brand new recruit, you need to be communicating with your brand new recruit. Now, unless she says, I got it, don't call me. But most of the time, it's not like that. For the first 3 to 4 weeks, you need to be making phone calls to her. You need to be encouraging her to meet with your director, to get her to the meetings, to get her to orientation, to help her with her website. And if you're not comfortable with that, I'm laughing because our fearless leader, Anita, she was excellent from the very beginning with that. And so we were like, okay, Anita, help us out in DeSoto. But it's up to you to mentor, train, and help them, or to ask someone else to help you with that. You can't put all that on your director. Your director has a lot of other team members that they're working on. Keep a friendly business relationship. Until your new recruit is firmly established, you'll be more helpful as her teacher rather than her close friend. I'm just going to stop there. It's important. This is a business. This is a business. This is a business relationship. Always suggest talking to your director about inventory. Okay, I only have, 3 minutes. Inventory is something that the director talks about. Thank you. That is something that you can do a Zoom call, but it is what your director will talk to your consultant. If they ask you questions, just say, you know what, I'm going to refer you to my director. I'm going to refer you to my director. After you speak to my director, I can go over what I did and why I did it. But that is a very touchy thing to talk about, and unless you're in DIQ or have been in the business long enough, it's something that your director should review, the inventory. Always let her learn while she earns. Keep a 100% positive attitude. 100%. Not 99, not 89. You are 100% happy with everything because she is not starting a business to have problems like she had at work. Now, I will tell you, the minute she leaves, and me as the director, if you want to say, oh, Antoinette, it was a horrible day, that's fine with me. But you want to be positive, because why would someone want to be on your team if not? Call your director, help sponsor your first recruit yourself, and just as you would never take credit for her success, never take responsibility for her failure. I'm going to end with that. I know I only have a minute left. Guys, people start a Mary Kay business, and it's not for them. There's nothing wrong with you. Has anyone ever said to you, oh, JCPenney's is terrible, all these people quit? No! Everyone has their own business. They come in and they come out. You are not responsible if they decide to go. You're not. You just keep it rolling. Keep it rolling. I do have a recruiter's checklist that's going to be for you. And then I'm going to end with this, our boot camp. Yay! Okay. So this is only for those that are ready to move up quickly. I will be posting, or I'm not even going to post it. You have to ask your director. Go to directorship in 1 to 2 months. This is the plan. You can do it in 1 to 2 months. 1 to 2 months. Is it going to take work? Yes. Are you going to have to sit down with your director and go over things? Yes. Are you going to have to be accountable to your director every single day? Yes. In order to get through it, it takes work. But I'm going to tell you, it is fun. It's fun on this side. It is fun. And each one of you can do it. So thank you for spending the hour with me. And next week, we will be in our sundresses and flip-flops. And we will be celebrating June and what's going on in June. So have an awesome week. I'm going to try to get all this posted, let's say by Monday. But we're going to post the video tonight. All right. Have a good night. Woo-hoo! Woo-hoo! June is here. We're all done.
That's cute. Go back.
I know.